Our world is filled with the most extraordinary sounds. If you listen closely in a forest or a jungle, you will hear the beautiful symphony of nature. Birds sing their songs, calling to one another across the treetops. Each species has its own special tune, a melody that has been passed down through generations. These songs are used to find a mate, to warn others of danger, or simply to announce their presence. It is a language all its own, a vibrant and complex tapestry of communication. But some birds do something even more remarkable. They do not just sing their own songs. They listen to the world around them and copy the sounds they hear. It is a truly astonishing ability. Imagine walking through the woods and hearing a sound that does not belong. Perhaps it is the click and whir of a camera shutter, or the sharp ring of a mobile phone. You might look around searching for the source, only to find that it is not a person or a machine at all. Instead, perched on a branch above you is a bird. This creature, with its feathers and beak, is the one making these modern noises. It has learned them, practiced them, and made them part of its own unique vocabulary. This is not a magic trick. It is a display of incredible intelligence and adaptability, a testament to the wonders of the animal kingdom that continue to surprise us. These avian mimics are nature's great performers. They are listeners, learners, and artists. Some can imitate the calls of other bird species with perfect accuracy, fooling even the most experienced bird watchers. Others take it a step further, venturing into the realm of human-made sounds. They can replicate the rumble of a car engine, the piercing wail of a siren, or even the beeps and whistles of our favorite fictional robots. It is a behavior that blurs the line between the natural world and our own technological one, creating moments of pure wonder and sometimes delightful confusion for those lucky enough to witness it. This talent for mimicry is not just for show. It serves a vital purpose in the lives of these birds. For some, a larger and more complex repertoire of sounds makes them more attractive to a potential mate. It is as if they are showing off their cleverness and their ability to learn, which are desirable traits. By incorporating new and unusual sounds into their calls, they can stand out from the crowd. They are telling the world, "Listen to me. I am special. I am clever." It is a survival strategy, a form of courtship, and a breathtaking example of evolution at work, happening right in our own backyards and in the wild places of our planet. Of all the sounds a bird might choose to imitate, perhaps the most surprising are those from our world of science fiction. There are incredible stories and verified recordings of birds producing noises that sound uncannily like the famous droid R2-D2 from the Star Wars films. These are not simple chirps or tweets. They are complex series of electronic-sounding beeps, whistles, and whirs. When you first hear it, your mind struggles to believe that such a mechanical sound could come from a living creature. It is a moment of pure astonishment, a reminder that nature is often stranger and more wonderful than fiction. The bird responsible is often the magnificent lyrebird. The superb lyrebird, found in the forests of Australia, is a true virtuoso of vocal mimicry. This remarkable bird has a vocal ability that is almost unmatched in the animal kingdom. It listens to the sounds of its environment and weaves them into its own elaborate song. In the wild, this includes the calls of dozens of other bird species. However, when their territory is near human activity, they begin to incorporate our sounds as well. They have been recorded imitating the sounds of chainsaws, camera shutters, and car alarms with startling precision. It is their incredible capacity for learning that allows them to pick up even the most unusual sounds, like the robotic chatter of a movie character. Parrots are also famous for their ability to mimic, and they are particularly well known for copying human speech. Birds like the African gray parrot have demonstrated an astonishing capacity to not only repeat words, but also to understand their context. They can learn hundreds of words and phrases, using them to communicate with their human companions. This is not just mindless repetition. It is a form of social bonding, and a sign of their high intelligence. When a parrot says hello or asks for a cracker, it is engaging with the world in a way that very few other animals can, creating a unique and profound connection with us. The reason these birds copy such strange sounds is often tied to their social lives. For a lyrebird, a complex and varied song is a sign of a good mate. By adding a new, difficult sound to his performance, a male lyrebird might seem more impressive to a female. It shows he is a skilled learner and has survived long enough to master a wide range of noises. For a pet parrot, mimicking human speech is a way to become part of the family, or its flock. It is a way of fitting in and interacting with the most important beings in its life. The sounds may be strange, but the reasons behind them are deeply rooted in the fundamental needs of survival and belonging. How do these birds learn to make such complicated sounds? It is not something they are born with. Instead, it is a skill they develop, much like how a human child learns to speak. This ability is called vocal learning, and it is a rare trait in the animal kingdom. Only a few groups of animals, including parrots, songbirds, hummingbirds, and of course, humans, are capable of it. It requires a special kind of brain, one that is flexible and able to listen, process, and then reproduce new sounds. These birds have a dedicated part of their brain, a vocal center, that controls this incredible ability to learn and innovate. The process begins when the birds are very young. A young lyrebird or a baby parrot will spend countless hours listening to the adults around it. They listen to the songs of their parents and other birds in their territory. They absorb this vast library of sounds, committing them to memory. Then they begin to practice. At first, their attempts might be soft and imprecise, a kind of quiet babbling, much like a human infant. They try out different notes and combinations, slowly refining their technique. Over time, and with a great deal of repetition, their imitations become more and more accurate until they can perfectly replicate the sounds they have heard. What makes this process so fascinating is that it is not limited to the sounds of their own species. Their brains are wired to learn any sound that is prominent in their environment. If that sound happens to be the call of another bird, they will learn it. If it is the sound of a construction site nearby, they will learn that too. This is why a lyrebird living deep in an untouched forest will have a very different song from one living near a town. The bird's song becomes a living record of its surroundings, an acoustic map of its personal history and the world it has experienced. This learning is a lifelong process. These birds are not finished learning once they reach adulthood. They continue to listen and add new sounds to their repertoire throughout their lives. This keeps their songs fresh and interesting, which is particularly important for attracting a mate year after year. A male bird that can introduce a new, fashionable sound into its song might have an advantage over its rivals. It is a constant competition of vocal creativity, a battle of the bands where the most innovative and skillful performer wins the ultimate prize of passing on its genes to the next generation. The fun facts surrounding these vocal mimics are as delightful as their songs. For instance, the superb lyrebird is so skilled that it can imitate up to 20 different species calls in a single, continuous performance. This has led to some amusing confusion, where scientists tracking a rare bird have been led on a chase only to find a lyrebird showing off its vocal talents. Another amazing fact is that some parrots have been known to create their own words for things, combining sounds they have learned to describe a new object they have never seen before. This suggests a level of cognitive ability that we are only just beginning to understand. These birds are far more than just simple copycats. Their ability to learn and reproduce sounds is a sign of advanced intelligence and complex social behavior. It shows us that the minds of birds are not simple at all, but are capable of memory, learning, practice, and even creativity. When a lyrebird mimics a chainsaw, It is not just making a noise, it is demonstrating its ability to survive in a changing world, adapting its most important communication tool, its voice, to include the new sounds of the human landscape. They are true artists, painting a picture of their world with sound. The study of these birds provides a precious window into the evolution of communication and intelligence, including our own. By understanding how a parrot's brain learns to talk, scientists can gain insights into the brain mechanisms that allow human children to learn language. These birds are not just curiosities. They are important subjects of scientific research that help us answer fundamental questions about who we are and how our own amazing abilities came to be. They are a living link to the deep history of vocal learning on our planet, a trait we share with these feathered marvels. In the end, these birds are a powerful and humbling reminder of the sheer wonder of the natural world. They show us that there is always something new to discover, something that will challenge our assumptions and fill us with awe. From the Australian bush to the Amazon rainforest, these talented mimics are performing their incredible symphonies every day. They enrich our planet with their complexity and their beauty. Taking the time to listen to them and learn about their lives is a truly rewarding experience. They are, without a doubt, some of the most interesting and spectacular creatures on Earth, and they deserve our admiration and our protection.